I've just checked the weather forecast and there's a 40% chance of rain for the next 3 hours. So before we get further into this video, pause it now and leave a comment below. Do you think I'm going to get rained off, or do you think I'm going to manage to crack on with this quick little review? So the guys over at Stjarnagloss have been kind of sent me the latest product in their lineup, and this is their Snowstorm, the snow foam cannon. So we're going to be taking a quick look at this today. They've also kindly topped me up with some more force and snow, and I've also got this matte finish car shampoo to try out. So in the past we've used Bubbler, and if I just reach round behind me, Bubbler says this is a high gloss, wax safe, pH neutral car shampoo. So this is your traditional kind of car shampoo basically. Whereas the matter on the back, it says this is a residue-free, wax-safe, pH neutral car shampoo for matte finishes. However, this can be used on painted, wrapped and plastic dip cars. So you can use this on your standard, everyday car paint. So yeah, your shiny paint, basically it looks like this has got no extra agents in it to boost any glosses. This is quite simply a very pure shampoo, which is also the reason it's safe to use on matte vehicles or wrapped vehicles. But the main purpose of today's video then is to just give this snow foam cannon a quick look. So yeah, without further ado, we'll just have a quick look at the contents of the box. I think there's a little bit of assembly required, so let's move over to the table and have a quick look. So you'll have to excuse the mess then on the table as always, just things in progress, always working. So quick look on the website. First we'll get the price out of the way. This is £38 just for the snow foam cannon, or with a litre of snow it's 45. I believe those prices are correct, but if they're not, I'll correct them here somewhere. So let's have a quick look at the contents of this box then. And whilst I have a look, yeah, that price as well, it seems a lot at £40. However, I'm seeing very similar styles to these retailing for around about £75. In the US, I think I'm seeing them close to like 80, maybe even up to $100. I've seen some really high prices. But anyway, so inside we have, if we grab this out, a wide base bottle with some measurement markings on there. I'll bring that in a moment so you can see that better. And inside here, we've got a quick release attachment, another quick release attachment, so it looks like two. And I believe that's a Karcher attachment as well, and some PTFE tape to create a tight seal. What else do we have? We have part of the assembly, so that'll screw to this piece, which is obviously the main snow foamy bit. Now, this has got a nice little trick, I'll show you that in just a moment. And then of course got a pickup tube. So let's just bring in a little closer and try and put this together. So here we've got all the pieces lined up then, so obviously the main functional part there. And if you're using a Karcher, I think you're going to be using all three of these. I'll show you in a minute how I think they go together. If you're just using a quick release system, then I think you're just going to need this single piece. Plenty of PTFE tape. I've got stacks of this now, but let's put this on. And if my mind remembers correctly, which way am I going? Am I going this way? Oh, my mind's gone blank. So yeah, whilst I'm doing this, I'm kind of now running out of time against this rain. So hopefully, let's, I'm doing a bodge job of this, I'm sorry guys. Any plumbers out there watching. I'll normally like to do about 4 to 6 turns on this. But I can always redo this. So I don't know, that's probably plenty there. I can always come back and redo that. So make sure that's not on there nice and tight, not blocking that hole. And then this goes into here. So if I've put that PTFE tape on the right way, it won't unravel. And yep, that's on correct. So that will then go onto there. I'll tighten that down in a moment. And then if you're using a Karcher, I think the way this is going to happen is this will go into here. So I'm not going to put any tape on, but that will go onto there like so. Or any other fitment, I'm sure they'll supply other bits. And then this will quick release onto that. So there you go, that will now fit onto a Karcher. So with the main pickup piece done then, or this lancy bit, I love the colour as well, matching the Stjarnagloss colours. I do need to tighten that with a spanner. It's probably going to be like a 10 or a 13 mil. And then this obviously is going to screw onto the bottle. But before we do that, this is going to want to screw onto here. Again, probably want to put some PTFE tape on there, so I'll quickly wax some on there. So that's that piece assembled, and then onto here is a pickup tube, and yeah, just push that on as tight as you can. No need for anything here. So there we go, boom, that's that done. Job's a fish. So that goes onto there like so. So yeah, we'll show you a couple more quick features before we, and as you can see, doesn't fall over. Yeah, though, nice base, that ain't going to fall over, with a bit of liquid in there as well. You can put that down on your driveway, it's not going to topple. Like the colouring, the branding all matches the Stjarnagloss logo. It's got the Stjarnagloss logo on here. And then as I said, we've got some measurements on the back here as well. See if I can bring that in. It might be a little bit overexposed. I'll show you that in a moment. I know I said that already. And then of course on the top you've got your concentration mix and then your fan spreader. So if we just go ahead and turn that, I'll get it right way, I'm doing it backwards. Obviously change the spread of the fan. However, if I remember rightly, this grey piece turns as well. So now we can have a horizontal fan if you wish. So yeah, you can have a vertical fan going up and down, so you can do the side of the car across and you'll get most of it done in 1 or 2 passes. And then maybe if you're doing something like a trailer or the front of the car, the back of a van, something like that, you want to do, you know, horizontal passes. So it's going up and you can foam up and down. We've got that. So nice little trick there. It's, you know, adjustable both obviously with the fan sort of size, the pattern, and also the direction it's sprayed in. So yeah, that's enough chatting. Let's fill this up and go outside and test it. So with the wheels washed in the usual manner, then it was on to testing out the Snowstorm foam lamps, and of course we use the Stjarnagloss Snow in this as well at a 10:1 dilution ratio. So one of the key things about this is that you can obviously change the pattern from a vertical to a horizontal if you wish, which comes in extra handy on things like the bonnet, or if you're doing anything like a van. As I said earlier in the intro, you can do the panel vans quite easy with a horizontal spray pattern. The build quality of this straight away feels really good, and I'm not just saying that because obviously this product's been sent to me, but there's something about when you pull the trigger on the gun, you can actually, it just feels a little bit different, and the sound, as well, as daft as that may sound, it just sounds a bit different to some of the other foam lances that I've tried in the past as well. So well worth £38 that this does retail for. Another thing that I noticed as well, and it has been a while since I used the snow foam, and that is it seems to be a bit more aerated as well, so I think that is partially due to the foam lens. So yeah, let's get this done and we'll move on to the matte shampoo. So before we get into the matte shampoo, then I'd just like to say, if you're enjoying this video, then please make sure you hit that like button. I know a lot of our views come from non-subscribers, so if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please do consider subscribing as well. It does help us out in any other detailing YouTuber that you watch. Make sure you subscribe to them, it helps the whole community out a great bunch. So the matte shampoo then is up there in my opinion with the bubbler, and it's nice to have just a pure shampoo with no extra agents in there to enhance gloss or anything like that. Sometimes you just want a nice pure shampoo where the only job it has to do is clean the paint with, and this felt exactly like that. It did do a really good job of just removing any loose dirt that was on there. Granted, it's not the dirtiest of cars, but yeah, it felt really slick, just as slick as the bubbler. So if you have used that,
this is definitely well worth a try, and particularly if you've got a wrapped vehicle or something with like a matte or a frozen paintwork on there. So this is just a quick detail then. After the car was dried, it was onto using the silk just to give the car a final wipe down and boost any gloss and add a little bit of protection from that as well. And really nice product to use. You don't need a great deal on this on each panel, and it spreads nicely and just comes off really nice and easy, and you know, very streak free as well. The next day we had a downpour. In fact, it was that night we had a downpour of rain, and it beads up really great as well. So if that's something you like to get from your final wipe downs, this product again is just, yeah, it's up there with some of the best ones. As I said, we have done a full review on the Stjarnagloss range when it was launched last year. I'll put a link to that up in the top now for you guys.
So there we have it then, that's the products tested then that I wanted to get tested, and can you believe it, we've had about 2 hours, it's just gone lunchtime without a single drop of rain. That never normally happens. So yeah, we managed to get the snowstorm tested, which is the main purpose of this video, although I did manage to give the car a surprising full detail. So yeah, the snowstorm then, really well built, and I think a lot of us, I think it's fair to say, a lot of us take snow foam lancers for granted, really. It's a tool that we use just to put on a bit of snow foam over your car as your pre-wash, and yeah, you don't think much more of it. And this feels really well built, even, you know, from pulling the trigger on the gun to hearing it and feeling it come out, as daft as that sounds. Yeah, there feels some absolute quality in this, and for, like I said, just 38 quid, yeah, you'd be daft not to really try that, especially if you're looking for a new snow foam lance. And so you got the full adjustments on it, so you can have it horizontal and vertical, and then the usual fan spread and the dilution nozzle on the top. One thing I did miss earlier, and it wasn't until I was filling it, if we just come in on here, you may be able to see it in the B-roll shots I put up earlier, but they are dilution ratios. So obviously if you're mixing up a full bottle, I normally do about 500 ml at a time, but if you're mixing a full litre up, you've got a little notch on here, 1 to 10, so put your product in to there, and then all the way up. For me, I don't really need them. Maths was a strong point of mine, so, but I know some people do struggle with dilution ratios, so they're on there as a nice, quick reference guide for you guys. And then as for the rest of the products, we've done a full review on Stjarnagloss before, so I'll put a link to that up there now. And as always, snow, I absolutely love that stuff. Didn't use Force today. The Bubbler, again, I've loved that shampoo. It's one of my favourite shampoos. I use that as a wheel cleaner today. I thought I'd give that a try. Matter, I think this is the first, maybe second time. Really nice using that, really slick, just as slick as the Bubbler. And then I went round, because I've not really used these two products on time, the Silk to just mop up any wet patches that the blower might have missed, and the glass just to, well, clean the glass off afterwards. So yeah, it was nice to actually use the almost full Stjarnagloss range, or the basic range, on my own car for a change. So really hope you enjoyed this video. Then we have got a few more product reviews coming up soon. We've got one which is going to be like a mash of different brands and companies, where I've just got the odd products from a few different brands. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. We're also starting to do some live videos as well, which is every other Wednesday. So we've got one coming up, or you've just missed one. In fact, I'm not even going to try and tell you when the next one is because I don't know when this video is going up yet. But make sure you subscribe. As I said, every other Wednesday at 7 p.m. British time, GMT, there will be a live video, so you can join in on that. And if you can't watch it live, don't worry, we'll publish it afterwards as well. So we're going to try and get some guest visitors in on that as well for you guys. So as always then, if you've enjoyed this video and you find it useful, then don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're watching and you're not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing as well. It really does help us out and it doesn't cost you a thing. Also, you can check us out on Instagram as well at Detailing World Official. And if you do want to see the behind the scenes of me posting up pictures as I'm using these on the day, you can check me out on there at Randomly Set. So once again, thanks very much to Stjarnagloss for supplying me the Snowstorm and a few top-up products. And we'll see you in the next video.